What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Killer Keemstar, and I'm here with...
Only use me, blood.
This is the BadKidCast, the audio cast that you'll listen to
while you game.
We are available on Spreaker and iHeart currently. This cast might be up on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. We're trying to figure it out, guys. But basically, we're going to be almost everywhere.
In your ear, all over the place.
There's some behind the scenes stuff that we got to do. Once that is all done, we will be everywhere. And we're currently working on that. This episode of the BadKidCast has been sponsored by youtube.com/BrownDaddySlim. That's BROW.
No. Oh, yeah. There's a W in there.
Is it Brown or Brow?
Brow.
Brow Daddy Slim. BROWDADDYSLIM. And what's his YouTube channel about, Blade?
His YouTube channel looks like it's a lot of first-person stuff. His main featured video is a Titanfall kick video, which is actually pretty entertaining. As we go down through his recent uploads, he has commentaries over Black Ops 2, and it so far looks like that's the thing. People aren't really playing Ghosts right now, so that makes sense. He's over 200 videos deep into his YouTube channel.
Make sure you check him out for cool commentaries. Now, here's the thing. We have two other sponsors, but do you even know what they are?
I do know what they are.
Okay.
One sponsor actually sponsored the previous show. His name's Substance, and he is not trying to promote anything except for the fight, the struggle to get that guy who camps, Mr. Jeff.
He has paid us. I know you kicked it over to me to say that guy who camps.
Yes.
So there it is. But this dude is paying us to be private detectives to find that guy who camps.
Now, Substance, if you are trying to pull a Walter White and you really are that guy who camps, bravo. That's the conspiracy.
We talked about it.
Yeah, that's the conspiracy we came up with. It doesn't matter. Basically, he wants us to continue to find out where the hell that guy who camps is.
Now, here's the thing. There was a that guy who camps spotting. He jumped into somebody's Twitch stream for a brief moment.
That somebody would be me.
And then he took off.
Like a fart in the wind.
So
Gone.
he exists. He's out there. We need to find him. We need your help to find that guy who camps. Now, who's our third sponsor?
Our third sponsor, literally, he just wanted to support the show.
Really?
Yes. He just wanted to support the show.
Does he have a YouTube channel? Come on, we got to shout out something for him.
One second, Keem. I'm going to be looking up his the DM that he sent me. 1 second. I apologize. Keep talking to the people, Keem.
So, once upon a time in a great far land, there was a castle, and little goats jumped all around. And then the goat slayer came to the evil castle and started murdering people. And our third sponsor is Stud Muffin Sam Videos. Stud Muffin Sam Videos. This is the dude that was just like, you know what? Here you go. I like the show. But this dude does pretty cool fucking shit. On his YouTube channel, he has a howling wolf spray paint art, and it's pretty cool.
Bam. Coming in at 13,000 subscribers. Let's get him up to 20 now.
Why didn't he want a promotion for his channel?
Okay, so he originally he donated to the show because he loves the show and he loves what we do. And he said in his DMs that he looks forward to our show. And I asked him, so what are we promoting? Because I felt bad. I'm like, I don't want to just take your money like that. And so he's like, well, I have a channel. And so he sent me the channel, and it's at 13,000 subs, and he's just a fucking awesome dude. So
check him out. So I guess the thing that everyone's probably looking at us to talk about is probably, Wings getting kicked off of PK. Did
he get kicked off, or did he leave, or what?
So he put on Twitter, and I guess he doesn't run his Twitter. I guess he runs Facebook, and then it's linked or some shit. But he put on Twitter that, he officially got kicked off of PK. And I don't, we've talked about this other podcast so much. I guess we might as well talk about it again. Here's the thing. PK is done and over with. The podcast is over with. If Wings isn't on it, it doesn't exist. Who's watching it anymore?
Yeah, if for whatever reason Keem and I were to have a falling out, there would be no more BadKidCast. It's not like, it's not like Keem's going to get another person on here. So
it just wouldn't work. You'd have to be rebranded or something. I don't know.
I've been watching Wings for so long. I remember his Modern Warfare 2 video. I remember it was on Wasteland, and he was talking about potentially making potentially making a Painkiller already with Woody and with Kyle.
Now, I hit Wings up, and I was like, look, dude, come on the BadKidCast. You need a spot to, talk or whatever. He respectfully declined. Those are his words, not mine. I don't know. Like, here's the thing. For PKA fans that also watch our show, I would say don't freak out. Don't worry that show is going to end because it's not. Because I think the other host will find out that they can't do the show without Wings, and they'll work something out. Wings will be back on PK. I can tell you that.
Absolutely.
And if he doesn't, if it for some reason it's done and over with, then Wings needs to come on this show. I mean, that's really the only other option. I guess he could start his own podcast, but here's the thing, that show's been kind of dying ever since they put the lefty dude on it.
Yeah.
Maybe people might be like, well, look at how many views and stuff they get. In my personal opinion, it died for me. So I guess I can put it that way. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I just he'll be back on there. I'll bet money on that he'll be back on the show.
Do you know that I turned on CNN the other day and they're still talking about this fucking missing plane?
Are you serious?
The thing went fucking missing on March 7th. On March 7th. It is what? It's April 16th.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They're still talking about it. Like Wolf Blitzer has the 5 o'clock time spot, right?
That coveted spot.
That's that spot where people get home from work and they turn on the news to see what's going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
His whole show was about the missing plane.
That's stupid.
5 weeks later. Like, seriously, at this point, I feel like CNN has stolen the plane. Because
for the ratings.
Yeah, well, because their ratings have been shit. They almost went out of business, right? People have been saying CNN's done, it's over with over the last year. The ratings have went to shit.
What was this? Okay, now this is how I realize how big CNN is, and I know this seems like a really weird justification. I'm going through my Facebook. I see a thing saying some rapper cut his dick off and tried to commit suicide by jumping off of a building, right? First response that Keem comes up with is like, bullshit. I call that's no way. Didn't happen. Bullshit. He does a quick search. The number one search result for that story was on CNN. He's like, oh, CNN posted it. It must be true. And as soon as he said that, I'm like, okay, so CNN's the real deal. That's what qualified for me that I knew CNN was the real deal. Yeah. Cut his dick off. And so tell him about the Twitter debacle.
Okay, so then immediately I'm like, who is this person, Andre Johnson? I've never heard of this rapper before, and somehow he's connected to the Wu-Tang Clan or whatever. So I'm like, okay, I got to get this news out for Drama Alert. Rapper cuts off his dick, then jumps off a fucking building trying to commit suicide, and then for some reason, it has to be because God fucking hates this individual, he lives. He doesn't die. So now he's going to live with him cutting off his fucking penis, right?
Yeah.
So I'm getting the news out there, and I'm like, okay, if I'm going to post this news out there and put a Drama Alert on it, right, I need to make sure I tag the correct individual. So I'm looking for this rapper, Andre Johnson's, Jackson or Johnson? I don't remember.
Doesn't matter.
I'm looking for his official Twitter, right? So I search the name, and I find a Twitter, and it's verified. I'm like, bam, got him. So I tag him, and I say, this person...
No, time out. Before he does this, he looks through the pictures, and it's this dude, and he's at, like, basketball events and sport events. He's like, all right, this is the guy, because rappers typically go to these...
It's a black dude.
It's a black dude. He's at, like, these sporting events in the stands. All right, cool. Bam, go.
This is him. I've matched the profile. I've matched the faces. I got the right guy. I'm tweeting him out. He's verified on Twitter. Bam. I get hit with a wave with, that guy's like a football player.
He currently has his penis attached, and that's a football player. Not the same guy.
That's the wrong guy. He's not a rapper.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. Black people do look the same.
You know what? I think that white people probably look the same to other races. I don't think
I can tell you this. $2 is Chinese. And when he came to America when he was a young boy, he said he remembered getting off the plane and being in the airport thinking all these white people look the same.
Yeah.
So, I guess, we're more familiar with our own race. I seen a thing on Twitter today where National Geographic said everybody in the year 2055 will look like this. Most humans will look like this.
And it looked like a leopard spawned a light-skinned baby or something.
It was like a light-skinned,
freckled,
green-eyed, yellow-haired black person.
Speaking of, okay, I know this might sound super racist, and this is my friend, but I was thinking about this. Hex, right?
Yeah.
What is Hex's name?
Hector
Rodriguez.
Yep.
That is like the John Smith of Mexican names, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
And no offense, Hex. You know, you're my boy, but I was just thinking about
You know
that.
that Hector's dad follows me?
Bam.
Hector Rodriguez Sr.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to know who the famous people are that don't have Twitters.
Well, what's his name just showed up on Twitter. Robert Jr. Downey.
You sound like you had Down syndrome when you said that. Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, that guy.
That guy.
He showed up on Twitter and it was big because my phone went off and it was like bloop bloop. So and so.
17 people just followed.
Yep. There you go. That was how it went down. Oh, so on the last podcast we talked about animation because there's this guy out there. His name's Benjamin, and basically this dude has been making animations of the BadKidCast, like short little clips that are like a minute long. And we were sitting here and we're talking like, wouldn't it be awesome if we were to do a full thing? And then I mentioned, like, I bet people would pay for a full hour of the BadKidCast being animated. Now, based on that, right, people went over to the video and, you know, they left the Alan thing because we said if you heard this on the BadKidCast over there, they left the Alan thing. But that's not the only thing that happened. And I know you got this too. They started tweeting at me and Blade. They're like, dude, I would totally pay $10 for a full-length animation thing. So I went to go talk to the animator on Skype, and I was like, look, dude, our fans want a full episode animated. Is there any way you can do that? Here's the dilemma.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dude lost his job. So he's currently unemployed. And he's like, I got to find work. I don't have time to do this. And I was like, look, so many people have told me that they would like literally pay for this thing. Why don't we do an episode fully animated, right? And, we'll charge like $10 for it. And, we'll give you a giant percentage of the money that's raised. So he's totally psyched and totally down for it. In fact, I asked my Twitter fans what episode they want to animate it. And you guys, the majority of you said that you wanted The Trip animated. So he started working on this, The Trip, to be animated. And if you go to BadKidCast, because we're only taking pre-orders, and I hope you guys, if you can afford to do it now, if you're planning to do it, I hope you can do it right now and pre-order right now so we can get some money over to Benjamin. Go to badkidcast.com and you can pre-order the full-length, The Trip, animated BadKidCast episode. Blade, thoughts?
I'm totally down. When you guys send over the buy it now option through the PayPal, the email address that you use is what we're going to actually send out to you to be able to view it.
Right. So there'll be a download link. We'll send you the email so you have your copy of the full-length episode animation.
I'm pumped. That's going to be sick.
I cannot wait to see this.
That's going to be sick. Speaking of, okay, so this is like a nice little segue. So you're saying that he currently, he just lost his job. He's probably like in that whole process of getting a job. Yeah. I've been in between jobs before and it sucks. And this is why this story pisses me off.
Why?
There's a story, like there's basically a video that's going viral right now. And what it is this person sets up job interviews, right?
Right.
So he's interviewing potential people to work and they don't know what the fuck they're applying for, but they're like, this is going to be a good job. And so he's really, really vague when he's presenting what they're going to be doing. Saying that, listen, you're going to have to be basically work 24 hours a day. You're going to have to adjust your sleep schedule.
Wait, so this guy is being the interviewer.
Yeah.
Right? And people are coming to him being interviewed.
Exactly.
Okay.
And the way they have it set up, it looks like a really nice corporate job.
Okay.
So you have all these professionals that are coming in attempting to get work.
Attempting to get this job.
And so as he's explaining, he's being very vague. He's being very vague exactly what they do, and the qualifications for it are a little ridiculous. You need to adjust your sleep schedule. You will not have any days off. It's a 24-hour 7 days a week type of thing, holidays, everything. And you're basically going to have to completely change based on the moods of the client. And they're starting to think like, that doesn't sound like something I want to do, but I'm still here. I'm still interested in the job. Let me hear what's kind of going on. When it comes to compensation, and as far as compensation goes, you will be paid nothing. And you will actually have to come out of your own pocket to provide entertainment and everything for
wait. So this job, you have to work 24 hours a day, even like holidays?
Even holidays.
Okay.
Especially holidays.
Okay. And if there's a time where you can't do the job, you have to pay?
If there's a time that you can't do the job, you need to arrange someone else to take care of the client.
What is the job?
This is the punchline. He goes, the job is being a mom. So
what do the people do?
The people, this is what fucking blew my mind, right? So of like the 6 people they interviewed, like they kept on going back and forth, they're all like, oh, okay, I get it. Oh, it's a mom. Yeah, moms work hard. It's the hardest job in the world.
Yeah.
And they're like, you got me, haha. And I'm thinking like,
so people are sharing this video, like women, mothers around the world yeah, moms is such a... Oh, my God. What the
This
fuck?
is what pissed me off, though, okay? I've been in between jobs before, right? And I've gone through the whole process of the interview process. If you had me get all spruced up to go to an interview, interviews are a fucking nerve-wracking thing as is, and you wasted my time to make some kind of corny-ass joke that moms work hard, suck a dick in hell. Like, fuck you.
I'm sure there were people that were like, fuck off.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
off.
But they just didn't add them in the video. That's how I would be,
yeah.
honestly. Oh, you know what's funny about that moms have the hardest job thing?
Mm-hmm.
Bill Burr does this segment, and I just saw it on YouTube, where he's talking about that. He's like, yeah, I was watching Oprah, and Oprah said to a lady, like, you know what? Mothers have the hardest job. And Bill Burr's like, wait a minute. Are these mothers walking around like breathing in coal dust, in the center of the fucking earth, like looking up, wondering when the fucking thing's going to crash on their fucking head? He's like, are you fucking kidding me? He's like, try fucking being a ginger and working like roofing in the summer. He's like, moms have the hardest job. Get the fuck out of here. Any job that you can do in your pajamas is not a hard job.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my take on this, okay? If you are a female and you get knocked up, okay? There's lots of options to prevent that from even happening beforehand. And then also once you basically it becomes official that you're going to have a kid, there is here's the thing. If you have an issue with abortion, if that's just like against your morals or whatever, you can't be having like premarital sex and doing all this other stupid stuff and then going, but I'm against that. So then you're gonna have to deal with the situation.
Right.
So many people are having kids that shouldn't have kids, but it's not my call though. I wouldn't want to have someone. If I was a female, I wouldn't want someone.
I always think it's fucking hysterical. I always think it's hilarious. I mean, it's really sad, but it's also hilarious that these people that are like billionaires, right? They'll have like 1, maybe 2 kids,
yep.
And then these people that like have no money, no job, and are on welfare will have 20 kids.
Like the Gallaghers on Shameless. Why are they having so many fucking kids? Like
you can't fucking take care of. If they would have had 1 kid, they probably could have watched that 1 kid.
Yeah. I don't know. Like it's weird. You can't tell someone anything about religion or if they want to bear children. It's just that you're apparently just not allowed.
Dude, there should be a law. I mean,
Dude, you have to jump through fucking hoops, and you have to be a certain age and a certain level in order to have a fucking driver's license, in order to drive a vehicle.
Right.
But anybody can have a fucking kid.
It's so fucked up.
So your kid's gonna murder me, but I can't fucking drive a car.
Okay, but think about how weird that would be, right? Imagine going and getting your parenting license. Like, okay, it makes sense on one end, right? We'd have, responsible parents. But on the other end, it's like, dude, the government has way too much control.
Yeah, that is a lot of control for the government. I wouldn't want them coming in.
It's such a weird fucking situation because it's a problem. It needs to be taken care of. That's the thing in these third world nations, right? You're in this third world nation and people are starving, right? You go up to, an average family and they have 5 kids, 6 kids, 10 kids. Why? Have you lost your fucking mind? Right.
That's fucked up.
It's weird, dude. It's weird.
But who at the same time though, who are we to say you can't have children? That's like some Hitler type shit.
They do it in China. You can only have 2 or 1 or 2
How
kids.
do they enforce that?
I don't know how they enforce it, but it's the law.
That seems crazy. I don't know how you enforce that.
It's the law. They can only have one kid.
So what happens if they have 3 kids?
I think I don't know what the consequences are, but I know it's the law. You can only have one kid.
How is that possible? There's like 1 billion people over there.
They made a law because there's 1 billion people that they can only have one kid. And what, Chinese men were doing is they were like, if they had a girl, they were like killing it because they wanted a boy.
Wow.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if that's a current thing or if that's something that happened years ago. I'd have to look into it, but
if that's a 2011 thing, or
I know, like back in the 70s and 80s or something like that, they were just throwing babies over the wall because they were girls, because it was the law to only have one kid and they want the name to survive.
Baby tossing.
How fucked up is that? That's disgusting.
Too far.
So that's that. I'm really excited about this. I can't wait.
This animation thing's gonna be sick. I've rewatched the animation that we did. I'm sorry. The animation that we were animating. Ben did. Yeah. Ben did. The animation that Ben did. Okay. You rewatched it? I've rewatched it several times. I don't know why. It captivates me. I love it.
It's so much better with the animation.
It is so much better with the animation.
It's fucking awesome. So hopefully people step up and pre-order now, so we can get some money over to Ben.
There was a show back in the day on Comedy Central, and it was shorties watching shorties. What they would do is like these little babies, and it's called cartoon, right? And they would watch little comedy skits or whatever, like stand-up comedy. I apologize. And what they would do is they'd take like maybe 45 seconds to a minute and a half of some stand-up comedy, and they would animate it, and it was awesome. And so when I watch Ben do these animations for us, I'm like, that's the same kind of feeling. It's fucking. I don't know why it's so cool, but it's fucking awesome.
Dude, I keep on finding pranks, in real life pranks on YouTube that are fake.
Dude, ever since you exposed the
SoFlo Antonio,
that dude, I'm not even dignifying him with memory in my brain.
You know what that motherfucker did now? I just did a video on this. He went to PAX. He was supposed to make an apology for faking this clip with the $10,000 stolen. He was supposed to make an apology. I'm talking to this dude in DMs, and listen, I never expose what I talk to people in DMs, but fuck this dude. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm talking to him in DMs. I'm like, listen, here's my terms. First of all, you blocked comments and you blocked ratings in the video. You got to allow the comments and ratings to come back on the video. If you don't, then I'm going to keep on coming at you, bro. And I go, not only that, but you need to upload an apology and admit that you did this. You posting on Twitter is not the same place where you made the video.
Yeah.
That you faked this video. Like,
any level of anything needs to be on the same level, if that makes sense. If you fucked up on YouTube and you need to apologize on YouTube. Don't go to Twitter. That's a different level.
So this dude agrees to my terms. He's like, all right, look, I just want you to leave me alone. I will make my apology video. He's at PAX, and he's like, you have to wait until I come back. I'm like, no, do this shit now.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't change the comments and the ratings. I'm like, yes, you can. He eventually does it, but then he just says that he doesn't want to fucking upload the video of the apology. I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not sitting here wasting my time on this, bro. Like, you fucking faked the video, and you're trying to get out of, like, it. Like, and some people are starting to come at me, and they're like, maybe Keemstar, maybe you're going a little too far. No, I'm not. I'm not going far enough. Like, you can't stage pranks. Like, that's not allowed. It's not a prank anymore.
You guys have to realize that Keem is from a time on YouTube where YouTube was self-governed. Okay, if someone tries to pull some fake shit, everyone calls them out on it, and then that person's no good.
Exactly. Fake nuke.
Shaggy.
Fake nuke. He uploaded a video on Machinima Respawn. For those younger people that might not know this story, every fucking Call of Duty YouTuber knows this story.
Or
right?
you should know the story.
Or you should know the story. But on Machinima Respawn, what happened was it was a community channel where all COD commentators uploaded videos to, right? Because back then, YouTube channels couldn't get partnered.
Yeah.
You know, gaming YouTube channels were not allowed to get partnered. Only Machinima was partnered. So in order to make money, people put it on the Machinima channel. What happened is this video goes up, and this dude in Modern Warfare 2 gets a nuke in like 20 seconds. And it's unbelievable, right? It gets a fucking million views. Well, the whole thing was set up and staged, right? And people called the dude out. That dude was ruined on YouTube. He still makes videos today, but he's ruined.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him for faking that nuke. Now, if we could take that fucking those people from 2009, right? If we could take those real motherfuckers and bring them into our current day, all this bullshit would be done and over with. T. Martin would never re-upload a trailer. A would never re-upload a trailer. They'd be afraid to because they know how fucking stupid that is. Like, the people would be like, you re-uploaded the fucking trailer. Dislike.
Yeah.
That's who the people were in 2009. These people in 2014, dude, I think you're 5. I think you're all 5.
Dude, when Keem exposed that Minnesota Burns basically faked videos, the response wasn't, oh, that's shitty. The response was, oh, they're entertaining, so who cares?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
That blew my mind.
What? Didn't you think when we proved that Minnesota Burns was staging his trolling videos, right? Didn't you think that dude was over with?
Of course.
I thought his channel was done.
Yeah.
I thought, like, he was done. Nope. Yeah, I just like them. They're entertaining.
That's the crazy thing. It'd be one thing if people were blind and be like, I don't believe you, okay? But people literally were like, okay, he fakes videos. They're still entertaining.
What?
Someone used the example of like, well, wrestling's fake and I still find it entertaining. You're fucking retarded.
Okay, we all know wrestling's fake, right? Here's the thing. This is not... Wrestling is called World Wrestling Entertainment, right? Fucking literally, this dude... It calls himself Trollarch. This dude says that he's trolling people. No, he's not. It's all staged. It's fake. Like, you can't label something as a prank when it's staged. It has to be labeled as a skit. You know, it's either... Here's what I think is what happened, Blade. I feel like, you know, from 2009 through 2010 until now, what has happened is the audience has become younger, right?
That's true.
This giant amount of people that are watching us are younger and younger and younger. Because if you think about it, in 2010 and 2009, you know, YouTube was only 4 years old.
Yeah.
It was only 4 years old. You know, most people that had computers were, you know, either rich kids or adults. All right? Now everybody has a Twitter. Every kid has a smartphone. You know, every kid has, excuse me, not a Twitter, but a computer, you know, and I feel like, you know, the farther we go, the more access children have to the internet, the crazy, crazy fucking world we live in. It
started getting really weird when Nanners brought in Minecraft.
Yeah, when Minecraft became this the biggest thing ever, it was like, wow, this is getting weird.
Dude, I remember that day when C. Nanners uploaded a video of him playing Minecraft, and that's like what introduced Minecraft to the world. I was like, is he trolling us? I honestly thought it was a troll. I'm like, Nanners isn't a fucking troll. What's going on here?
Things got really, really weird on YouTube, and they've been weird ever since. It's so strange. Like,
but the thing is, you can't call people. Well, Keem calls him out; he doesn't give a fuck. But people always think,
I don't care what people think.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that people think that somehow you're jealous or something if you call people out. No, you're not. There's people that do legit stuff. Good example, Captain Sparkles. Captain Sparkles just runs a clean, awesome channel. Bam, that's it. But there's people that do their channel shady, and there's people that do they fake shit and Keem will fucking call him out, and then Keem will get hate for that. I'm like, that's retarded.
Welcome to the world. Well, like, you know, certain people are, I guess, untouchable, right? You know, like, if Nate Shot, you know, and Nate Shot's a good guy. I've known him. You know, I've talked to him. You've talked to him. I have nothing wrong with Nate Shot. But if I were to use this for example, let's say Nate Shot raped somebody, right?
That's so fucked up because I literally thought rape as well. I don't know why. I don't know why. That's so fucked. That's so messed up. Right.
Hypothetically speaking, let's say Nate Shot rapes a girl. All right,
on his live stream.
Yeah. The response of the internet would be
she probably deserved it.
She had it coming.
Yeah.
You know, she never should have went to his house.
Yeah.
You know,
why is she interrupting the stream?
Why was she wearing that miniskirt?
Yeah.
Like, literally, that's the weird world that we live in now.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do anything wrong.
Now, like, if it was a celebrity that did it, no. The whole world would be like, fuck that celebrity.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know.
Like, these motherfuckers on the internet have more power than... And here's why. Here's my reasoning why. Because the fans are so young it's like you cannot talk shit about SpongeBob. I love SpongeBob. And SpongeBob and Nate Shot and T. Martin and all these things are on the same level. You can't talk shit about my cartoon that I watch every day. And I'm not calling them a cartoon. I'm not trying to lower them or diss them in any way.
They have such a loyal following that they're memeable.
They have a loyal following that is very young kid based.
Yeah.
You can't fuck with it. The kids don't give a fuck. Logic is not developed in their brain yet.
Now, the way that the esports is set up, let's say there was a scandal. Let's say, let's not use Nate. Let's just use Parasite, okay?
Okay.
If Parasite raped a girl, right? But Parasite's so good at fucking Call of Duty and he got dropped from his current team, would other teams be like quick to pick him up? Or would it be like you see this football player? Have you seen this shit?
No.
Dude, so a football player, some photos surfaced up of him hanging out with gang members.
Okay.
And throwing up like the Crip sign. The fucking Philadelphia dropped him, just dropped his contract.
Yeah, they don't fuck around.
Yeah. But then the one dude for I think it was the Dolphins, basically released, like, there's some tapes got released of him being super fucking racist, and they didn't do anything about it. What kind of fucking sense does that make?
So weird. Well, I mean, the NFL doesn't want to fuck around with any of that gang shit. They try to get all their players to be, as white as possible. They really do. Yeah. They've been on that, for a really long time. And it's weird. Why do our brains do that? When you said gang shit, that's instantly black. You know what I mean? Like, it's so wrong, but the stereotypes really, really control our brains.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they just do. They just do.
Okay, right. Obviously there's going to be white people that are in gangs. I get it, okay? But I don't know, when you think of it,
I seen a podcast with Joe Rogan and Amy Schumer, and she said,
I love Amy Schumer.
She said that it's so weird that how society is, because like she would go for movie roles, right? And there's all these actors, all these really good actors all there, right? Mm-hmm. And she'd see a black actor that she knows, and she'd be like, "Hey, what role are you going for?" He's like, "I'm going to go for the drug dealer." And it's like,
that's it, though.
It's weird, really talented actor, but like, that's what they want them in the role as.
Yeah.
That's what society is, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, Mark Wahlberg was doing an interview, and he was pretty much saying, like, dude, the only roles that I get for the most part are either jocks, or I am a criminal, or like a police officer. That's like the only roles I get.
Yeah. Well, what could you see him as? If you look at him, you're like, he's kind of a jock, right?
Yeah.
What could you cast him as?
I don't know.
You couldn't cast him as anything else.
You've seen Boogie Nights, right?
No. And we do this on this show all the time. You ask me if I've seen a movie, I say no, and you freak out.
Okay, you know what? I was talking to my roommate Josh about this, and there's a couple movies that I've not seen that I'm probably going to get fucking hated on for not seeing.
What?
Top Gun.
I don't think I've ever seen it either. Oh, wait, is Top Gun a comedy?
No.
Is there one that's like Top Gun that's a comedy?
You're talking about the Charlie Sheen movies.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was hilarious.
There's a lot of 80s. Here's the thing.
They're like cooking bacon and shit. Doc Hollywood is my favorite movie.
You talking about the Michael J. Fox movie?
Yes.
That movie's
awesome.
That movie is awesome.
I love that movie. I can watch that movie. It's not my favorite movie, but
of course.
I can watch that movie over and over again. I love that movie.
Dude, okay, here's the thing. My mom wanted to shelter me a lot. She didn't let me watch certain TV shows when I was a kid. She didn't let me watch. My first rated R movie besides Trading Places was Cliffhanger.
I'd never seen it.
Okay, I'm not getting mad. I'm not getting mad at you.
You stopped yourself from being like, "Oh, you ever seen Cliffhanger?"
Cliffhanger is a fucking gangster ass movie, bro. Cliffhanger is awesome.
All I know about Cliffhanger is he's literally hanging from a cliff.
Okay, here's the thing, dude. So, whenever you watch like an action movie,
we got to take a break. We're gonna be right back after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So tell us about this Cliffhanger movie.
Cliffhanger is the shit. So Cliffhanger is a Stallone movie. Okay. Now, here's the opening sequence, right? Stallone is a professional rock climber dude. Okay,
All right.
he's like a search and rescue type of dude. Like he's obviously Stallone. He's fucking jacked. Like this is the most jacked Stallone's ever been in his life.
Now, I will say this. I have seen the opening scene,
Okay.
right? And basically, he's like on a bridge or something. What was it? A bridge?
No, he was in between two high rocks.
Okay. And him and some girl are climbing,
Mhm.
right? The girl's like super scared or whatever.
Yep.
She slips and falls, and then he saves her.
Yes. This is how it works. So her line breaks. Her buckle like snaps or whatever. Her line breaks. He goes out to save her because she's like hanging on for dear life, and she catches her with his arm. So with his one arm, he's holding her in the middle of these fucking two rocks. He's probably like a good, like, I don't know, half a mile from the ground or whatever, right?
Right.
So she's gripping on his arm for dear life. And the thing is that she starts to slip. It's a real intense moment. Now, as you watch this, as you watch most movies, you think he's going to save her, right?
Right.
He doesn't. She slips and she falls and she dies.
Death.
That's the opening sequence to cliffhanger, okay?
Mm.
And you're like, holy shit.
I seen that part, and then I was like, this movie sucks. It's already over with.
I hate you so much.
So I turned it off.
You missed a great movie, bro.
So what happens next?
So 18 months later, he doesn't climb anymore, right?
He's like, fuck this, bitch died. I'm done.
Pretty much, okay. And so, and the dude who it was his girlfriend, the dude that that had the girl that died or whatever.
Wait, so the girl that died wasn't his girlfriend?
No. That was his friend's girlfriend.
Ooh.
So imagine you and me are going climbing, and I didn't save Melissa, and Melissa died.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, fuck me, right?
Right.
And so 18 months later, Stallone comes back to the mountain or whatever, back to the base where they used to do in the survival saving people land or whatever.
Yeah.
And's like, hey, I'm trying to make things right, man. And he's like, fuck you. I don't ever want to see you again.
Right.
Now, while he's doing this, a plane gets hijacked by terrorists.
What kind of plane is it?
It's a treasury plane. It's literally a plane to fly bills. Like they had $50 million worth of money that they were going to literally burn. Okay.
Yeah.
They're like bad bills. They're whatever. So they were going to fly it from one treasury place, I think in Washington, D.C. to Denver or some shit like that. Right.
Okay.
So they literally were going to fly this money to get buried, to get burned. And John Lithgow and his crew of terrorists hijacked the plane mid-air. And there's a shootout on the plane, and the plane crashes.
Wow.
Plane crashes in the mountains. They put out a distress call. And then Stallone and his buddies get the call. So now Stallone and his buddies go up to try to save him. And when they do that, crazy action movie stuff ensues.
So what happens?
Well, so when they first get there, and they, Stallone's like, something's not right about this whole situation, right? So they're trying to save him. The terrorist dude pulled guns on Stallone and his crew and like, listen, you are going to take us, and we're going to find... during the plane explosion thing or whatever, they dropped these 3 cases that had like $50 million in each case.
Okay, so they're on the mountain.
They're on the mountain, yeah.
So the terrorists need to try to find them?
The terrorists need to try to find them. So now they're using Stallone and his buddies that know the mountain to basically be their tour guide to get them to the money.
Okay. What happens then?
Well, one by one throughout the movie, they basically, Stallone and his buddies, figure out a way to either get rid or kill all the terrorist dudes.
Now, I'm just going to take a guess because they're on the mountain. Do they like whip them off the mountain?
So the ways that they murk them are amazing. So
So in the end, they end up finding the money, saving the money, and killing all the terrorists.
No, yeah, they don't save the money. At one point, Stallone actually has to burn the money, some of the money at one point for fire.
That's horrible.
Well, he has to live.
Yeah.
It's hard. I know it's hard.
That sounds like a good movie.
It's a fucking great movie. I love it.
I'm not going to watch it.
I think you should.
Because you just told me about it. I don't need to watch it.
Did you watch True Romance?
No, I don't even know what that is.
I let you borrow it.
I still have it then.
Okay.
I haven't watched it. Here the problem is with movies is they're not real. I'm interested in documentaries.
Yep.
I'm interested in the news. I'm interested in Vice News. Fucking love Vice.
Do you like Michael Moore movies?
I used to when I was much younger, but now it's like,
Really? Really?
Too many half-truths. Michael Moore's too political. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's too... the more political you get, the more of a liar you become. You know what I mean? He's a hardcore liberal, Democrat. He's just... I don't know. What?
It's just funny how you said that. So
why?
I don't know.
He is.
I'm so not political. I'm so like politics makes me fucking fall asleep.
Yeah,
because it's all fucking lies, dude. It's all like literally when someone's being political, they're only showcasing what people want to hear for public opinion.
Yeah,
so not into it.
I'm not into any of that stuff.
I do like Veep though. Veep is amazing. That show's fucking hilarious.
I mean, I'm into politics and the aspect of like, I have different opinions on certain stuff, but my opinions do not line up with Republican or Democrat because here's the option. Here's the thing that we have going on, right? And people are going to disagree with me, whatever. You're fucking stupid. I'm right. You're wrong. That's how I feel about it. But here's the thing. Republicans are right when it comes to economics.
Yeah.
All right. And Democrats are right on social issues, right? So you have these, Republicans that, want to get rid of like the federal government the Federal Reserve. And you have these Republicans that, want smaller government, not big government. And they want to do a lot of good stuff. But at the same time, they're out there and they're like, I don't think gays should be married, I don't think women should have a right to be aborted, Like, what's wrong with you? They're also Bible pushers, you know what I mean? And they have these fucked up social issue problems, right? And then you have Democrats that are like, gays should have the same rights as anyone else, and, women should have the right to have an abortion, right? But then on the other spectrum, they're like, everyone should be on welfare, and everyone should, what I mean? So you got... If you could find someone in the middle, right, that was just all around logically sound, it would be awesome. And we have that person. His name's Ron Paul, and we can't get anywhere with him. So we can't get him elected because the system just wants to shit on him. So I don't know. So that's my politics. Ron Paul.
You know what's really frustrating is because of the political correctness that we live in. Literally, when we think a rational thought, we have to put it through this filter of what would the stupid people think about this?
I know.
And it's so fucking frustrating. You literally, and we do it with YouTube, okay? There's literally a thing where I'll have an opinion on YouTube, right? And I shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't do this. I should go back to not giving a fuck. But I'll literally think, what would that 20% of stupid people think of this? And I don't want to say dumb it down, but almost change the way I present something to not piss those people off.
Dude, here's
and
the
that's
thing.
Not good, man. It's not good.
The stupid people are the ones that are most vocal. Right before this show started, I blocked fucking 50 to 100 people on Twitter. All right. And I block people every day. I block that many people every single day. If you fucking tweet at me like, Keemstar, you're a faggot, or you're a jerk face, or, fuck you, I hope you die, I'm just blocking you. Like, I don't give a fuck, right?
Right.
And they're like, a lot of people don't get it. They're like, why are you blocking your fans? Those aren't my fans. Those are the fucking stupid people. Those are the little kids that,
Right.
Hey, that guy's, a big YouTuber. I'm going to fucking tweet at him that he's a fucking idiot. And it's not just me. They do it to everybody. Like, they'll tweet at T. Martin and be like, go kill yourself. Ha ha ha. Or, I'm trying to think of the nicest guy. People make videos all the time about PewDiePie saying that he's like the worst person in the world. What did PewDiePie ever do to you?
Yeah,
You're just saying that because he is PewDiePie, right? Because he...
And what he's saying about the vocal people, the vocal people is not a good representation of how everyone feels, okay?
Yeah.
Like if, how do I say this? Basically, if you were to force, like let's say you watched a video, right, on YouTube, and by the end of the video, everyone that watched that was required by law to either give an opinion or fill out a survey about it, right? You'd
have good feedback.
You'd have great feedback, right? If I have 20 dislikes on a video, those 20 people are the vocal ones that voice opinions saying I should die, fuck you for saying this, whatever. But those are just the vocal people.
Blade, I've uploaded videos that have over 5,000 likes, and there'll be a comment on the video that'll be like, Keemstar, you're a faggot, and nobody wants you or likes you in this community. I have over 5,000 likes on the same video.
Right.
Like, your point is completely invalid. All right. Or this one dude tweeted at me the other day. I fucked this dude up. Oh, dude, I fucking gave him a left hook, a right hook. I fucking knocked him out, Blade. Listen to this shit, right?
Okay.
This motherfucker tweets at me and he says, you know what? Nobody in the community likes you. That's what he said to me.
Okay.
So I fucking went to his Twitter and I seen that he had 500 followers.
All right.
So I said, well, my community has 121,000 followers and your community has 500.
All right.
So are you talking about those 500 people? And he goes, you're an idiot. I'm talking about the gaming community. Nobody in the gaming community likes you. I go, who do you represent? And he goes, the community. I said, what? The community of 500 people?
Yeah.
I fucking knocked him out. Fucking slapped him.
Dude, and this is so fucking stupid, dude, because like I said before,
BAM!
Jesus Christ, you scared the
Sorry.
shit out of me right there.
I'm getting pumped.
Fuck, I feel my fucking blood racing right now after that.
Bitch.
There'll be 100 comments, 99 positive, 1 negative, and I'll fucking focus on the negative. I don't know why. That's stupid. Okay, so I put up a video basically being like, I'm kind of over this old fucking drinking thing, dude. I'm tired of the hangovers. I'm tired of fucking going out and being stupid. I'm just over it, right? And this one person was like, Blade, you're an alcoholic. And I was like, no, I'm not. I'm what they call an alcohol abuser. And he was like, nope, you're not. You're an alcoholic. And I'm just like, how? I don't know you, dude. You don't know me, obviously. If like, why is it such a big deal that you want me to confirm your belief that I'm an alcoholic? Like, I told you, like, I have an issue. I'm an alcohol abuser. When I go out, I drink too much. That's literally, and it's been diagnosed by counselors before, literally saying, like, I have paperwork saying that I am an alcohol abuser. I am not an alcoholic. There is a difference. It doesn't really matter. But it just like, and he just kept on going. It reaches a point when you're trying to argue with someone that's stupid or already has their mind made up and it refuses to listen to logic or anything like that you can't win. You just have to walk away.
Dude, I get comments all the time saying that I need to find a job and I need to pay attention more to my kids. Or, well, yeah, they'll say kids, plural, even though I only have one
to
kid.
all the people that say that out there, I see this dude on a probably a couple times a week because we do at least a couple times a week. And this motherfucker is father of the year. Like that child is not going without anything. Trust me, they got a whole fucking room in their house that's dedicated to Mia's stuff. And it's like a room full of fucking toys. It's like the back room at a FAO Schwartz, okay? Like, seriously, this kid is not going without anything.
No, but I get comments all the time saying that I neglect my child.
How?
All the time, right? And it's like, okay, first of all, you know me from making videos on the internet. That's all you see.
Yeah.
But they try to make the point that I spend all my time on Twitter, I spend all my time making videos, and I don't spend time with my kid. And it's
these
just,
people saying that spend all their time trying to fucking give parenting advice when they probably never even fucking seen pussy.
I'm just trying to like put logic out there, right? When I was growing up, my dad worked. Like, he left the house and he worked, right? And he was gone. He was gone for like 14 hours out of the day, right? And I imagine most people have parents or are a parent where they have to leave the house, right? I work from home. I get to spend more time with my kid than most of any other parent, and I'm very grateful for it.
Yeah.
So I just, and it's again.
If you don't believe him, believe me. That kid does not go without. Trust me.
Well, I don't need to defend it. I
Yeah.
just think, like, when I get these comments like, yeah, you're getting blocked. You know? Like,
And what does that have to do? So he does a fucking drum alert on your favorite E-player, then all of a sudden he's a bad parent. What?
And then
Get the fuck out of here.
Then the other criticism I'll get is, I can't believe that you do report news on children, right? You report news on teens. Like, that's your job. First of all, drum alert isn't my job. It's not my job. It's a hobby of mine. And, I'm in a community that's, like, based around an adult game, an M17 game.
All right.
The children are not supposed to be here. And I know that there's kids that are fans of me, right? And I know there's kids that watch me, right? And to be honest, I guess I can't say, I want you to leave or I want you out of here. But I do. I want all the kids out of here. I don't care if I get 20% of the views that I get now, but I want all the kids out. If you you shouldn't be here. You know what I mean? It's the children that fuck everything up. It's the children of why we have, all this stupid, negative feedback all the time. It's kids.
Yeah.
You get rid of the kids, we'd have an amazing, amazing community.
I don't even think it's the kids. I think it's the immature people, because there's some 25-year-olds that are retarded.
Yeah.
That I would not mind seeing.
And there's probably 12-year-olds that act like they're 20 years old. And for that, I guess, but at the same time, it's what the fuck is wrong with their parents? Like, I'm never letting my kid go on and watch Only Use Me Blade videos until she's 18. Sorry,
that's fair. That's fair.
You know what I mean?
I'm not mad at that.
Why do these parents let kids just watch this content?
What it is, dude, is when you have Mia sit there and you have her watch something, it's like cartoons, it's stuff geared for children, right?
Right.
But what these parents do, they're like, I don't give a fuck. What? I only have to pay $60 a year for Microsoft Online Xbox. Here you go, babysit. Honestly, the biggest babysitter out there is fucking Xbox and the internet. That's what these parents put these. I hear 7-year-olds.
How many times do you get hit with "you're too old to play Call of Duty to play video games"?
I don't really get hit with that.
I get hit with that nonstop, and it's like, what the fuck? You're 12,
and to everyone,
you're not allowed to have this video game.
To everyone that says that, the average age of a fucking video game player, or the highest
30,
is 30.
Yeah, it's 30.
Sorry to fucking burst your bubble there, kid. This isn't your zone.
This podcast turned into a rant real fast.
Fuck it. I'm trying to think of some other movies that I don't know. I love talking about movies. You're not really into talking about movies though. I don't like movies. I like Vice. Oh my god, I've been addicted to Radiolab recently. I fell back on my Joe Rogan. I got to get back on it. I like reality. I like stuff that's real. Scripted stuff is just I just can't get into it anymore. I lost interest probably about 2007 in movies. And when I go to movies or when I want to watch movies, the only way I can watch them is in the movie theater. Dude, we still need to see the last 20 minutes of Noah.
Yeah. We could probably do that. We could probably find it somewhere.
So when not going to tell the whole story, but basically we went and saw Noah to kill time, and then I was looking at my watch and saying, "Dude, we have to leave right now to catch our plane."
Well, we already talked about that. That's going to be animated, and if you want to see that story animated, go to BadKidCast.com and pre-order the full length animation BadKidCast.
That's going to be so sick.
I can't wait.
It's going to be so sick.
I'm so excited, well, guys. I think that's. Did we do a show?
I think we did a show.
I think we did a show. Guys, let us know. Let us know. I don't have anything for them to let us know. Why did I say that?
And what forum would we have?
I was trying to close
Guys, the best way to get a hold of us, if you ever want to talk to us, because I know Keem does this and I do this, I literally read every single tweet that comes to my way.
Yeah.
I try to read every comment. It's not possible because I have over 1,000 videos.
Twitter, that's
Yo,
I hate those motherfuckers on Twitter that think that because you're so big or whatever, they're not going to see what you have to say, so they literally spam the same message 10 times.
Yeah, if you tweet at me, I'll see it.
If you tweet at me multiple times, I will block you. Ladies and gentlemen, you're saying the same thing, of course. If you're saying different stuff, go for it. Only Use Me Blade on Twitter, Keemstar X on Twitter. This has been the BadKidCast. Thank you for hanging out with us. We love you, motherfuckers.
Deuces.
Bam.
Bam.